Hello and welcome back. This is week 3, meditation number 2. And I want to jump right in today, and we're going to work with 2 different Sanskrit mantras. And these 2 mantras help to connect us with, again, 2 more Hindu deities from Hindu mythology, Ganesha and Shiva. So again, I've written out the mantra in the description on the YouTube video. So if you want to pause it and then write it down for yourself so you can see it, they are not very long mantras. I like working ones that are relatively short, especially if you're newer to them. And just a friendly reminder to you, you do not have to chant it out loud. It's not any less powerful. Many mantras are intended to be chanted quietly or silently. They still have a lot of potency to them. So remembering that they're a tool to help you befriend the mind. Some even would say, I know in the Buddhist tradition, they say mantra is protection for the mind. It also can help us work with emotion as well. So we'll first start with the mantra for Ganesh. So many of you may have heard of Ganesh or know who Ganesh is the elephant-headed deity who, in a nutshell, helps us deal with obstacles and challenges in our life. So the way that I like to think of Ganesh is not just kind of like, taking his giant elephant trunk and smashing all of our problems out of the way, because most of the time we learn a lot from the things that are difficult, right? If we just completely obliterate them, we don't really become any wiser. So we ask for guidance through our challenges to help us through the obstacles and, I guess, quote, remove them, but not without that extra wisdom that comes along with that. And so Om is the sound of the universe. Gan, sometimes it's spelled G-A-N, sometimes it's G-A-M. I'm going with G-A-N this time around. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Namaha is to honor or bow to. And so Gam and Ganapataye are just names for Ganesh, or you could say names of the divine. So it's that aspect of the divine that lives within us all the time. So let the mantra keep calling you back into your heart. So taking a nice tall seat, close your eyes, and take a couple slow breaths. If you ever feel like you need a little more time to connect before the chanting, you can always pause this. Take a little extra time to breathe. We'll spend a few moments. And just notice how you feel today. How's your physical body? What do you find yourself thinking about right now? Is there anything on your mind? Is there anything weighing on your heart? And start to let your breath get just a little deeper if you can. And then breathe in and fill up and suspend your breath. Hold it for a moment at the top of the inhale. And let it go. Exhale. Do that 2 more times, please. Inhale deeply. Suspend the breath. Hold it in. And slowly exhale. Give it one more go. Breathe in. Suspend. Slowly exhale. Once you get to the end of your exhale, come to a natural breath, nothing forced or strained or exaggerated. And then take a moment and acknowledge if there is something that feels like a big challenge for you in your life right now. A big obstacle, a difficulty. Maybe there's more than one, right? So maybe this is a global prayer for you for different obstacles. Maybe you pinpoint one thing that you want some support. You need some help. It's okay to not do it all ourselves. So we call on the divine. But as we do, we also recognize that that lives within us. So beginning by simple repetition of the mantra, Om, you can say it after me. Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. I'm going to begin to chant. You can follow along or do it silently. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. 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 Releasing. Taking a minute of silence. Bowing in. Honoring the obstacles. Honoring the challenges within yourself. Asking for the strength to get through it, but knowing that you're going to grow from what's happening, hopefully. Repeat the mantra internally for a few more rounds. Om Gan Ganapataye Namaha. And then if your hands are together, you can release them. And next we'll shift and chant for a couple minutes, honoring the god Shiva. And Shiva brings us into a state of higher consciousness, sometimes called Shiva the destroyer, but to help us remove ignorance, to give us that potential to realize our most divine self. So it's a calling to your highest self. It's a calling to really strip away what holds you back from your potential. So the mantra, again, it's similar. Om, the sound of the universe. Namah, to bow to honor. Shivaya, another name for Shiva, which you could say is another name for God, but really just another name for a quality that lives within us. So closing the eyes, and I'm going to get right into it. Repeating after me. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Releasing the mantra, sitting quietly for a few moments, honoring all that you are now, honoring all that you will become, your divine potential, your truest self. Bringing the palms together, bowing in, and just remembering that you're enough as you are, right? We don't have to achieve any more than we've already achieved. We don't have to be any more than we are right now, because that divine self, it's always been there, no matter what you do. So thank you for coming to your practice today. Namaste.